MasterClass show, where 6 and 7-figure CEOs build their purpose-driven legacy businesses through proven branding, marketing, and sales strategies so that they don't have to sacrifice their income and happiness for their mission. Thanks for watching the Life School Masterclass show. Join our Facebook group community of badass mission-driven entrepreneurs, and come back next week same place and time for our upcoming show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Life School Masterclass show, the place for practical, easy to implement, 20 minutes or less business and leadership advice to help you build a life and business on purpose while still making income and impact. I'm Alona Lopari, former Fortune 500 CEO turned purpose-driven entrepreneur. Let's get started. Today, I have the amazing honor to have another beautiful guest on, Dorothy Arna, and Dorothy is going to share with us her journey into entrepreneurship, all the amazing things that she's doing in the world, and is also going to give us a lot of great information on how to live healthier and sleep better as entrepreneurs. Dorothy, thank you so much for finding time to be in our show today.
It's a pleasure, Alona. I'm so happy to be here with you. You're absolutely amazing in all the content that you provide, and I'm so happy to be here in this show today.
It's amazing. The pleasure is always mine. And I love that I get to share and learn from so many of the guests that I have on my show, and also really share our knowledge and expertise with our audience, because I think everything is better when it's done with more people and we really share our gifts and purpose with our the people that we impact. So it's absolutely a pleasure to have you here. So let's start with an introduction. Who is Dorothy? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, so I am Dorothy. I am originally from Colorado, the Sunshine State, and now I am living in Europe, in beautiful Switzerland. I'm currently super excited and celebrating a weight loss client's his journey of success, and I have a lady that signed up, but I have a passion for helping people, the busy business professional, reduce stress in many fascinating ways, including massage and other ways.
Oh, I mean, it sounds like, and I know for sure because we have connected before, that you have so many tools under your belt to really help people with so many areas, because they all interject, right? It all goes down to managing stress,
that's true.
Different things that we can really do to live overall, more holistic life, as we hear this term now. We all, at least our consciousness is rising, that we want to have it all. We want to really be healthier. And honestly, health is your wealth, right? Because at the end of the day, if we don't have our health, then of course we cannot make the impact that we want to make with our businesses, for sure. So tell me a little bit about your background. How did you get into this work, in the work that you do today?
My background, I think it was just, it started back way back when I was a girl, living with my dad, mom, and brother in Nebraska. And I told my dad, I'm going to create the Star Fitness Club. And he put me in a gymnastics class that I quit later. But, we were in the middle of nowhere in nature, and he would take us to go out and hear the coyotes calling, and all of this nature gave me I think that vision to do this Star Fitness thing. So it's interesting, Alona, that was the first inkling or whatever, where I was passionate about this. And so I was trying different things. There was a craze back then where where it was actually don't eat fat, Alona, which is interesting. I mean, a lot of good ingredients, but now and there's been so many crazes, going on through the years, but I'm not supporting that. But that was kind of where it started. And then I've had ups and downs, and of course you're tweaking your life, but that's kind of where it started.
Yeah, absolutely. You're always evolving, but it always starts with that something. That's the reason why I asked, right? Because that's like that little vision or the light bulb that goes off, as you said.
Hmm.
Did you say the Star Fitness? What did you say?
Star Fitness Club. Yeah, I said, Dad, I
Star,
want to create
Star
Star
Fitness.
Fitness. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what
That's so
did you
many.
mean by that? Because I always get fascinated. Because honestly, a lot of things that are born immaturely in our visions, a lot of times, we don't even like say them out loud because it's like, whoa, what if it's not, gonna work, or if it's an idea that's like just stemming from my own imagination. But what did you mean by that when you said
Hmm.
that? What were you envisioning to create with that?
I don't know if I can answer that question. I'm not sure if I had it all scoped out. I don't know if it was like me fascinated by these girls that do these competitions and do these spins off a diving board, or like I told you, I was in the gymnastic class for a short period of time. But I think just back then, I think it was just general, like, what can I do in a fitness way, or maybe eating better? And I don't know really why that was getting into my brain at that time, but I do know that I can say now, talking to my girlfriend the other day, Sora, we're really close, and she was mentioning, she was like, Dorothy, I was eating at some certain restaurants the other day, and the food knocked me out for a couple of days, right? And even because of eating the wrong food. So and even a really good friend of mine, he works out in the gym and does certain coaching. And he told me once that he drank a protein drink one night, and that night he couldn't sleep as well, or he had a stomach ache or something. But I can now, Elona, this is so interesting. Like, if we had the time, I could say, okay, Elona, I know exactly what ingredients were in that protein drink. And I could tell him, oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. That you drank that, and it was because of, I know it was because of this and this, or I was like telling Sora the other day, I was like okay, let's get back on track. But I don't know, everybody, maybe she forgot, but it's like she didn't. But if people are a little more aware, at least we can try to make better choices and then try it out. What I'm saying is, everybody's body is different, but in general, if you're eating a pure, not a lot of additives, if you make your banana shake and just put bananas and certain ingredients in it and don't add some artificial flavorings and stuff to it, over time, you're going to feel so much better. And like you say, our health is our wealth. And if you want to wake up in the morning and go do your business, whatever that may be, and then you have a severe headache, right? Have you ever experienced a headache, Alona? I don't know if you have, but um, it
Yes.
knocks you out, And that's just
Mhm.
one example, but you don't, it just is really painful. So anyway, I'm going kind of on a rant or in a tangent there, but does that help to answer a little of your question? Yeah, it's just really important, these things.
No, it definitely does. And no, you didn't go on a rant. And I think to me anyway, it always is so fascinating how when we connect the dots between our experience,
Mm-hmm.
like all the experiences you had with your friends, as you noticed, going through certain
Mm-hmm.
things, it really shapes the solutions we want to offer to the world, right? The
Mm-hmm.
things
I love that.
we want to solve. So it really stems
Mm-hmm.
from experience, right? Intuitively just going through things and then you noticing like, wait a minute, there's a better way, right? And then you get into this area and then you learn more about it. You give yourself education, you probably help yourself through so many things. And now you're ready and you've been ready doing and serving and making an impact with more people that you feel like this message has to go to because there is a better way to eat healthier. And it sounds to me that it's more nutrition based as well. The awareness that you have and the help that you are providing with your clients as well. And that's exactly
Mm-hmm.
why I wrote connecting the dots backwards towards
Oh, I love it.
this is my book. It's because I do feel like between all of us, this is kind of the impact we make in the world, and it really comes from the experiences we have, the things that we don't want, the challenges that we overcome and
Mm-hmm.
encounter. And then through
Mm-hmm.
that, we find better solutions for people, and then we offer that to the world. So that's really how
Mm-hmm.
we create that impact. So definitely looking forward to learning a little bit more about how you now have maybe helped yourself through this, sounds like, to live healthier in the nutrition, way of things. How have
Mm-hmm.
you helped yourself, and how are you now working with your clients? Like, what else do we need to know about this area that you feel like we don't have as much knowledge or education, and you feel like you want to make that change?
Okay. Yeah. So, for example, somebody who is already healthy, they might just come to me and say, I I just need to maintain. I just want to have a good massage. I want to relieve some neck tension, for example. But if you feel like you're lacking in knowledge or something, then I would definitely lay out a groundwork. For example, say, are you willing to, if somebody's really willing to make a change, I would say, well, try taking out, and this is nothing new, Alona, other doctors that I can give you are saying the same thing, but it's really profound when somebody actually has a success story and it says, oh, I actually have energy, and before I didn't have energy when I came home from work, or whatever. Then you know it's working, you know. So for example, one thing would be, okay, in the morning you can take a liter of lemon water, fresh lemon juice, or a good quality lemon. It doesn't have to be fresh, but it's nice if it is, and mix like a quarter cup lemon or a little bit less with 1 liter before you drink your coffee, before you drink your teas. And this is cleaning the blood. It's alkalinizing the blood, and which is really healthy, because when our bodies are too acidic, we're more prone to disease. So that's one point I would say, taking the sugar out, and try that for a while. It could be like Fanta drinks, Dr. Pepper. I mean, maybe if you drink like I love a Coke. If you say, "Oh, I love a Coke," well, maybe you drink a Coke maybe once a month, but not. If you want to be serious, let's take it out for a while. You know, so that's one thing. Like taking the sugar out for a while. It really depends on your full goal, Elona, and how far you want to go. For example, if you want to really detox, when you detox the body, then you're going to be, you can build. So, for example, you can detox, then you strengthen the body, and you're going to lose weight. But if you don't need to lose weight, then I would focus on, okay, how do you want to just build the body? But those are a few things. Like we could go pretty long. I'm really knowledgeable, and it's just exciting, like the tiny tweaks. And that's why if a client would come to me, it would be good to spend at least 3 sessions. One session is great, three is great, and a couple months is even better, because then you get
Yeah.
even more result. That's a good result. But anyway, that's a good start for your question.
I love the practical advice, and I so feel you, because the area you're talking about is so big, right? And when a client comes to you, obviously, in order to get the transformation, it takes time to provide a good transformation, right? Because a lot of times it's our habits, it's the things we've gotten used to, it's a lot of mindset, right? So I love that you provide such, knowledge in this area, and I thank you for those practical tips that you gave our audience.
And
But
yes.
mhm,
hmm
I
I
was
just
just
wanted
gonna
to say,
before you go into that. So I was going to say that weight loss should be so much more about energy and how we feel, and we know we're putting the right things in our body, rather than the weight loss, like the result of like losing weight, because that should just be the byproduct of you
mm,
implementing all these things in your life. Just like I talk about business, you take
hmm
action to the branding, the marketing, the sales, all of that, and then the byproduct of the impact you make is your income. But everyone's focused on
oh, okay.
or making more money or getting more clients. But how do we get there? That we got to go through the process of transformation. So I think it's really important to kind of how
Oh,
you
wow. Oh,
there as well.
wow.
Yeah. for sure. So tell me,
Well,
what were you?
thank you for saying that. That is for sure. Yeah, as absolutely. I'll just comment to that, make a feedback, and then go back to what I wanted to say. I mean, absolutely. The more value you're giving as a business coach or in business, and or a very good value, then the money will come automatically. Yeah. But I wanted to say, even with this tiny tip that I gave you and the audience today, this can already jumpstart you. So I think it's great. Nobody needs to be overwhelmed today in our beautiful show here. But this is one, even if you just do this one tip of doing the lemon water in the morning or during the day, and then cutting out the sugar drinks for a while, this will already get you started. Start
I
somewhere
agree.
and then build it.
That's it. That's all it takes. Start something, take it step by step, and then build momentum and build on it. So I think you definitely gave that, which was a quick, is what I call quick wins. So people would just like grab something on, because the brain also wants something practical and be like, okay, what do I do? Right? That's like what we always are asking. Dorothy, let's talk about massages, because I know that's actually another area that you are not only passionate about, but you have a lot to share with us as far as the education of how those help you in your overall well-being as well.
Yes. So, Ilona, I created a video that I will later post on YouTube that I'm really excited about. But three topics that I feel are really profound to get the most out of a massage. I'm so excited to share today with the audience. So the first one is because our emotions are really important. So the first one is like releasing anger. I feel this is really important. And what I want to say, a caveat to that, if I have anger, or anyone has an anger issue toward a person, toward a situation, I think that's an important issue to go deeper and to look at that situation. Maybe there's a time, when we can have a healing conversation. But it's important, I think, to feel the anger and then let it go, and then hopefully you can have a healing conversation. But to have prolonged anger or these kind of emotions in the body and then be like, okay, now let's go and do some wellness, it's not going to have the full effect, because it's that tension inside the body. Literally, it's chemistry in the body. So I'm just telling you guys, if you want to get the most out of your massage, because I know you do, let's raise our compassion in our bodies, literally. Okay. And let go of that. And the second point is getting on a detoxification plan. So, one trick would be, like taking greens, doing some greens in the evening before you go to sleep. Just doing something that's going to detox your body, so that when you get a massage, this is like passive exercise, and it allows the body to start flowing, the circulation to get going. That's just amazing. So a detoxification plan with the massage, you're going to get the best massage. And the last thing that I'm excited to talk about is if you can find a massage therapist who can give you, who you trust, a longer session once in a while, and maybe you really work on the feet or really work on the neck and really get into a slower brainwave state. That's amazing, because I think that's when we get, even if you take a walk or take a vacation, but same idea, you know what I'm saying? When you really get in a relaxed way, you get in this alpha state, and you can have all these ideas coming to the brain, and you can get in this state also with a good massage. So sometimes it's nice if you can have a massage that's longer than an hour, and I'm telling you, it does wonders. Sometimes you don't have time. Okay, you just want 20 minutes, 30 minutes, fine. But if you're really in the mood and you have somebody you can trust, that you could go longer than 2 hours, and then maybe like drink some sparkling water and whatever, drink some nice drinks and just have a longer time, you're giving your body, it's like, let me give one more example. I mean, all the good points that, like I told you about, all these ideas that are bubbling up in the brain, but let's take it a step further. When you have like a little dog that you adopted and he was traumatized before, do you know how much love and care they give to this little animal? And then it grows and it starts to trust again, and that's what our bodies need too, Ilona. And that's what I wanted to say, that one massage is not going to do it, but if you let your body feel how good it feels, just like how good you feel when you take a hike, all of these things, and I believe you 100%. If I take 3 months of your course or whatever, I'm going to learn so much more. But I think it's just how much effort you put into it, you're going to get so much out of it. And I'm passionate about massage. I love to give massage. If I give too many, I'm exhausted, then I need one myself. But it's if you have the energy to give it and people can receive it, the receiving part, it's a wonderful way to use healing in your health regimen. So, wow, thank you for letting me share that.
Dorothy, that is powerful. I've never heard of all those, the way you just connected the dots between how a massage is not just a massage, because I'll tell you my experience with massages. It's how you actually are taking care of your emotions. You are detoxifying yourself, your diet, your body, and all of that, and then utilizing it to create your next vision, your next clarity.
Yes.
That you want to do. And I have experienced the third one so many times myself, right? And that's why I personally also love massages, but I have never heard it in that way that you are doing it, that you just like explain it for the audience. So I think it's like massage with a purpose, because I also thought at the beginning, my motivation to get one is because I'm always like on my laptop and like your muscle aching, and you're like, someone like, loosen me up and all of that. But
yeah,
what you're explaining, it's like so much deeper than that. It's like you're transforming through this, amazing tool of giving yourself a massage. You're healing your emotions, you're healing your body, and you're also creating your next visions for what you want.
Your vision. Yes. Yeah, totally.
I love it.
God. That's so crazy. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Yeah, like I've read in articles, and I don't know where, although that, yeah, when you store these emotions, like they're literally stored right in certain parts of the body. It's like, it's insane, So it's like, but oh my goodness, I'm glad you enjoyed these 3 points.
Oh my gosh, not just me, but I'm sure whoever's going to watch this, and always watch the interview after, because I feel like the aha moments come when we just like get a different perspective of something that we've known in one way, but then you hear it another time and you're like, oh, I get it. It's like that light bulb moment, which is why I love these conversations. That's why I called my show the MasterClass show, because like all the conversation are like masterclasses, right? And we get to share and and create moments for aha light bulbs for our audience, and it's the amazing way that we make an impact. So I love how it all like connected there. Well, Dorothy, I'm not going to let you go. I had one more topic that I know you are not only an expert in, but also very passionate about, in how to sleep better. So what is your, as entrepreneurs again, or as people in general, we don't always find peace when we need to sleep. And I know that affects so many other things that we're doing in our life and business. So what can you share with us over how is it that we should, we could sleep better?
Okay, so I'm excited. I did not take notes, so let's see how I can answer this question. But
from your heart, I always say share your experience and knowledge from your heart. You're always going to be good.
Absolutely, yeah. So for sleep issue, oh my goodness, I believe again, let's use our intuition. Like if you're on a roll, like 2 to 3 days, you're like, oh, I have, 10 things I really need to get done. I need to, send this email. I need to make this phone call. I have this meeting, and you have the energy. I'm not against, a couple days of not sleeping as much, but in general, I would say to perform well, I do believe sleep is important. So how could we enhance that? Well, I firmly believe getting a little bit of melatonin, or like the magnesium, these type of things. It's calming for in the evening. These are just added things that can help. If you like the CBD oils, you can also take an internal one that I love if you want to just knock out a little bit. And these are all safe. I've tried a lot of them. These are just little things, but there's so much you can do. I do love supplements. Some people don't. That's fine. But if anybody's interested, I'm an affiliate with one great company, and there's one product that I've checked. And so if anybody's interested, they can message me for that. But if you don't, like Ilona, maybe some people, they don't want to do supplements. There's other ways that you can have a good night's sleep. But one last thing about sleep. When you don't get enough vitamin D, your sleep is going to be skewed up. Your hormones are skewed. Everything's like out of whack. So, and depression. But then depression makes you even more, so you don't get enough sleep, and like everything like piles on. So I think getting the right amount of vitamin D is a good thing.
Yeah, got you. So take our vitamins for better sleep. And of course, take this overall approach of healthy living and managing stress, anxiety, depression, all these emotions, which are always stored in our body, and they show up as pain somewhere for sure. So, Dorothy, I will end here. I'm sure there's so much more we could chat. I think you shared a lot of amazing things for our audience today. I want to thank you on their behalf and on my behalf for being on the show, and for your time and your energy that you shared with us. I would love to ask you, where is it that our amazing audience can connect with you further and see all the things that you have gone on in your world?
Okay. Yes, I'm excited to connect with each of you, or whoever has a special question. Please contact me, Mila Star 22 or insideglow.space.
Awesome. So definitely go and check Dorothy out. The website is right on the bottom. And again, we've actually reached the end of our show. Dorothy, thanks again for your time and everything you shared with us today.
Good. Hope to see you again. Have a nice day.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to the Life School Masterclass show. If you enjoyed this episode, help us go to #1 by subscribing, reviewing, and sharing this life-changing content with other entrepreneurs. Thanks so much for being part of our amazing community and listening this week. Have a great rest of your week. Bye, everybody.